भारतीय जनता पार्टी को अप्रोक्सीमेटली 6,000 करोड़ के बॉन्ड मिले हैं। टोटल बॉन्ड 20,000 करोड़ के हैं।
This was Home Minister Amit Shah claiming that BJP got just 6,000 crores of the 20,000 crores of electoral bonds given to political parties since March 2018. There's just one small problem with this statement. It's a lie.
कि बॉन्ड से काला धन समाप्त होने के कगार पर था और इस फैसले से चुनावी व्यवस्था में फिर से काले धन का दबदबा बढ़ेगा।
This was Amit Shah saying in yet another media conclave that bonds were brought in to curb black money, and now that the bonds are gone, black money will be back in politics again. Is that really true? I'll examine this statement closely and see how true or completely false it is.
मैं बैठ जाता हूँ, आप भाषण करिए 10 मिनट।
So welcome to this week's episode of Let Me Explain. Every Friday, we come to you with a new episode of Let Me Explain, where I take a deep look at the biggest issue of the week. Now, if you want journalists like us to pose questions to those in power, become a paid TNM subscriber. You can become one by scanning the QR code on your screen. Or you'll get anchors who just smile and nod when propaganda is being peddled on their platforms. Now, let's look at electoral bond numbers. Between March 2018 and Jan 2024, a total of 16,492 crores were given in electoral bonds to 20 political parties across India. Of that, the BJP alone got 8,252 crores. It means that just one party got 50.03%, while the other 19 parties got the rest. How much did the other parties get? Let's take a look. As this chart shows, the Congress got 1,952 crores, followed by the TMC, that is the Trinamool Congress, at 1,705 crores. The BRS, which is based out of Telangana, got 1,408 crores, and the Biju Janata Dal, led by Naveen Patnaik, got 1,020 crores. The DMK from Tamil Nadu got 677 crores. But the story doesn't end here. The BJP has gotten the dominant share in all known forms of political financing between 2018 and 2023. Our team looked at the audit reports of 11 political parties and added up the numbers from all these sources: electoral bonds, electoral trusts, and other donations for 6 years between 2018 and 2023. And the numbers show that the BJP is way ahead of all other political parties in this period. Between 2018 and 2023, the BJP received 12,930 crores through electoral trusts and all other donations. The Congress came second with 2,591 crores. Among regional parties, TMC and BRS made the most. While TMC got 1,779 crores, the BRS got 1,691 crores. The BJP share of known political finance in India this way comes to about 58%. Now, this is my favorite part, where Amit Shah asks, why are we making so much noise about how much money they got? Because it's proportionate.
देश में हमारे 303 सांसद हैं, हमें 6,000 करोड़ के बॉन्ड मिले हैं और 242 सांसद जिन पार्टियों का है, इसको 14,000 करोड़ के बॉन्ड निकले। क्या शोर शराबा कर रहे हो भाई?
I've already explained how his numbers are all over the place. They're completely wrong. But the Home Minister's logic here is even more flawed. I'll tell you why. Yes, the BJP does dominate India's parliament, at least the Lok Sabha. But India is a union of states, a federal country. There are many other parties that form governments in states. The opposition parties like DMK, BRS and the Congress have been in power in states with high revenue like Tamil Nadu, Telangana and Karnataka. Not just that, as my colleagues Dhanya Rajendran and Supriya Sharma wrote in this piece, there are international models which are funded in proportion of both votes and seats won. And if we look at it that way, the BJP won 38% of the vote share in 2019. So Amit Shah's logic is wrong even if you look at the seat share. Now, before I go to the last portion, which is about black money, so stay with me, let me quickly tell you about Project Electoral Bond. 3 news organizations, the News Minute, News Laundry and Scroll, plus 10 independent journalists have come together to look at electoral bond data. From last week, we've written story after story on how bonds have been used by all parties, especially the BJP. We've told you about dubious bonds, companies that were under raids and paid bonds, pharma companies whose drugs were under scrutiny, who paid through bonds, and more. Our investigations will continue, and we believe that this is an important moment in this election. Do consider becoming a paid TNM subscriber and support us. Now let's move on to Amit Shah's take on black money.
कि बॉन्ड से काला धन समाप्त होने के कगार पर था और इस फैसले से चुनावी व्यवस्था में फिर से काले धन का दबदबा बढ़ेगा.
There's an interesting take by Shivam Shankar Singh, who used to head data analytics and campaigns for BJP a few years ago. Shivam says those giving black money to parties are still giving black money to parties. That's still most of the political funding in India. So then why electoral bonds? Shivam says that some businesses just don't generate a lot of black money. For example, if a company deals with government contracts, they can't just withdraw large amounts of cash and give it in black. So that's why bonds were brought in, to extract money and bribes from companies that were not able to generate black money. Shivam's opinion is personal, but let's look at what the Supreme Court of India said. All contributions to political parties through cash cannot be assumed to be black money. There are other ways to curb black money. That is not the only way. Electoral bonds are not the least restrictive means to curb black money. As Nitin Sethi from Reporters Collective says, there was black money in political funding in India before electoral bonds. With the introduction of the bond scheme, it gave cover to some of the black money. And now with the bonds gone, black money will continue in political funding. If the BJP was really serious, actually serious, about cleaning black money from political funding, it could have just banned cash donations. But clearly, the BJP did not do that, even with the massive majority it enjoys in Parliament. Now, I leave it at that and hope that the big TV anchors will ask the Home Minister and others a few counter questions. Or is that asking for too much? Anyway, remember, support us so that we can keep asking tough questions on your behalf. We've been trying to trace political funding in India for a long time. It's not easy at all because 1, it's not at all transparent. 2, the data is all over the place. But it's very important work because, it's not enough that we just sit and complain, oh, Indian politics is so corrupt. There's so much of black money in Indian politics. It's important to trace it, exactly pinpoint what's wrong with the system. That's how the process of cleanup can actually begin. So do help us with this work. You can do that by scanning the QR code on your screen and becoming a paid TNM subscriber.